Hi friends, welcome to WHIZBUSTERS. I'm Emma, and today I'm going to show you how to create a Gantt chart like this in just 3 steps. A Gantt chart is a visual representation of the progress of a project. On the chart, you will see the list of tasks, when each task starts, the duration of each task, and at a glance, which tasks overlap. So let's dive in. To create a Gantt chart, you need to have 3 columns: the tasks, the start date, and the duration. In this table, the duration is in days. Once your dataset is ready, the first step to create the Gantt chart is to insert a stacked bar chart. To do this, select the table. You can select the 3 columns in case you want to add more rows later. So select the table. Then click Insert, Chart, and a standard column chart shows up, as well as a chart editor to the right. We must change the chart type to Stacked Bar Chart. So from column chart to stacked bar chart. Now this may look confusing, but don't get intimidated. It looks like this because on the horizontal axis, the date shows up as a data serial number. The data serial number is the number of days starting from the end of the year 1899. So to fix this, we must move to the second step, which is change the date format and the starting date in our horizontal axis. Now to change the date format, double-click the date on the horizontal axis. The chart editor here will come to the horizontal axis section. Under the number format, click the drop-down menu. Click Date and Time, then choose the format you would like to choose. Let's choose this one. And apply. Notice the chart changed. On the horizontal axis, the starting date is December 30th, 1899. We must change this to January 1st, 2020. And we must input the date serial number for January 1st, 2020. So a quick way to get this value is to type in the date you want to start within any cell. Then click Format. So let's type in January 1st, 2020. We click Format, Number, Automatic, and we've got the date serial number. We copy this, double-click the horizontal axis. In the Min box under the horizontal axis area in the Customize tab, paste the number, and our chart has updated. Now our chart looks more reasonable. Third step is to format our chart. On the vertical axis, we see the tasks as we want them. The horizontal axis has our dates. Now we only want to see the duration. So we make the start date, which is the blue area, transparent. So we double click it. Under Start, click the Fill Opacity drop-down menu and choose 0%. Remove grid lines by clicking the grid lines, and the grid lines and ticks section will come up. Under Horizontal Axis, uncheck Major Grid Lines. Now to add start date labels, choose the series area, check Data Labels, and our data labels appear. Notice more options also appear. So now under Position, ensure that it is on the inside end, and the number format, change the format to something that you prefer. So let's change it to this one. There we go. You can also bold and italize these labels as well if you would like. Let's italize them. You can also add the duration in days inside the bar. To do that, double-click the chart area, and under the series, choose Days, and then check Data Labels. Over here, you can ensure that the position is on the inside end. There we go. To change the color of your bars, choose the Days series, which we're already in. Click Fill Color and choose the color that you want. Then let's move to the legend. Let's move the legend to the bottom of the chart. Double-click it, and you will notice that under the legend area, you can change the position over here and move it to the bottom. In the chart's legend, double-click Start and type in duration in. We can add a chart title. If we go to the Customize tab, Chart and Axis Titles, on the drop-down menu which says Chart Title, type in your chart title. We can also format this. Next, we can also add a subtitle. We are formatting it as well. Next, you can change the background color of your chart by clicking the chart style and change the background color. We can also change the border color to black, and we can give it a 3D effect by checking 3D. There we go. We can click the vertical axis and bold it. We can change the format of our horizontal axis to something else. Say, for example, we choose this one and apply. There we go, my friends. I hope you found this video helpful. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button to get more videos like this, and hit the bell to get notifications of the latest videos out. See you in the next video.